So now that the Supreme Court has let the cat out of the hat, I think it's time for me to speak about this pertinent issue, that is bulldozer justice. I think in the past couple of years, you must have heard about this term bulldozer justice, or by its different names, which are quick action, bulldozer punishment, bulldozer action, and snap action. These are the different names which are used for bulldozer justice. So what is happening is that certain persons who are accused in certain crimes, and we all know that the legal process in India is very lengthy, it's very tedious. So what happens is that the state governments, they come into action and they take action, the preventive, or I should say punishing action against these accused persons, and the governments with the help of municipal authorities, they demolish the house of these poor people. And when you go to these municipal authorities and ask how come they can destroy the houses of individuals who are just accused, they say that we did not demolish the house of that particular individual because he was an accused in a crime, but because the house was not following proper municipal laws, proper municipal norms, and this is the reasoning that these municipal authorities gave. So the Supreme Court has given a recent direction that is this is clearly violation of the settled principle of rule of law. And we are not just doing injustice to the person who is an accused because he's just an accused, and by punishing him, we are clearly doing injustice to him. But in doing so, we are also punishing the whole family members of that accused person, and which is clearly a violation of the settled principle of rule of law. And going forward, I mean, before going into the kind of relief that we can get if a person is accused and such an action has been taken against such a person, before understanding and knowing about the relief that we can get, I want to introduce a new topic, which is from tort. Tort is a subject in law. Lawyers must know this. Law students must know this. So in tort, there is this expression that damnum sine injuria. So what this means is that damnum means damages, sign means without, injuria means injury. But this damnum, this damage, it does not mean your physical damage. It means that a damage of your health, of your wealth, of your comfort, of your quality of life, etc. But it does cannot include any physical damage, any physically injury, because if that is the case, you can directly go to the court under the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. So I have explained the meaning of a damnum. Sign means without, and injuria means injury. But injury not to a person, but a person's legal rights. So now that you know the meaning of this expression, damnum sine injuria, let's go into and associate this particular expression with our current topic. So suppose in this case, if person A, his house has been demolished by municipal authorities, and this person wants to go to the court, but the court would not accept his case because you see there is damage happening. It's true that the said person's the person A's house has been damaged, but there is no injury because the said person's house was in contravention of the established principles of municipal laws, and that's why his house was demolished. So there is no injury of his legal right, but there is damage, and that's why the person might not get any relief in the court. But I want to talk about an important point here as well, because if the whole reasoning, the whole logic that these municipalities, they are giving behind demolition is that the said house was not following municipal laws, then I would say that if you look out in the country, close to 80 to 85% of the house are not following all municipal laws. Have you seen in your colony that everyone is living 10 feet in the front and 5 feet in both the sides? Have you seen such kind of houses? I have not. I mean, I can tell you that literally each and every society, those previous colonies, they are not following these laws, and as I said, that close to 85% of the households in India, they are not following municipal laws. So why is it that that action has been taken only against certain individuals? First, this is clearly a violation of Article 14 of the Constitution. It shows that which says that every person is equal before the law, and law should treat equally. So whether it's a favor or a punishment, it has to be equal. So if the households are not following municipal laws, then their houses should be demolished, or a certain penalty should be levied to them, but it should be levied to all of them or none of them. What is happening in our case that certain individuals are targeted, and this is clear violation of article 14 of this constitution. And I think this is the point that we should pick when some person, I mean, in our example, if a person A, if he wants to get a relief in this case, he can go to the court with this particular point that his article 14 is being violated. And on the second wrong thing that is being done here is that the officers, they are also guilty. If the officers now are saying that the particular house was not following municipal laws, then what the officers were doing from the past so many years, and what the officers are about to do to the neighbor of that particular house who is also not following the law. So must be certain action that should be taken against these officers as well. So these are the points that we need to keep in mind to understand what is this bulldozer justice. I know in certain instances these snap actions taken by government are good because of the lengthy nature of a judicial process. These snap actions also create certain deterrence from other people having criminal mindset. But in a democracy, we need checks on the executive as well. And if the executive, in this case the government, the municipalities, if they are given unbridled power to demolish the house of individuals on the pretext that they are just accused, we know that so many cases are daily are filed which are not true, which are false cases, and the governments, the executive, can take I mean can use these false cases for their own political, for their own benefits. And that's why I'm not saying the governments are doing wrong thing or all governments do wrong thing, but there are certain officials, certain persons in government which might make which might misuse these provisions. And that's why it's important that we have check on the executive as well. This is Anup Yadav, and if you like my content, then subscribe to me, like and share this